You are now listening to the one and the only YPL Rundown.
We're going now. Hello and welcome to the 5th version of the YPL podcast. We have long-standing, probably the longest-standing member, or one of the original core members here, EK, the Washington user. What's up, EK? How's it going, man? Welcome to the podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you doing? I'm doing good.
Awesome, man. It's good to have you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
For starters, right? We talked a little bit before the podcast started. If you guys obviously weren't there, but EK is playing his game right now. So we have the treat of watching a player play his game while he's doing the interview. So I think it's really cool. So we're gonna throw that on if you don't mind, EK.
Yeah, go ahead. You're good. You're good.
Sure. Let's play this in the background. You got a man look here. Throws a nice dot. Did you see man alignment on that play, or did you just kind of just pick a play and go from there?
No, I just kind of wanted the slant. I just really wanted that slant there.
Interesting.
That's why I throw a lot of interceptions. Like I see a play and I'm like, yeah, that play.
You say you throw a lot of interceptions, and maybe historically, because we do talk a lot of shit over the course of many years now, probably 5 years of talking shit. I never critiqued you for throwing interceptions, and I think that's not a good criticism. I think that's like that if you were to go after someone for something, like for you, I wouldn't say you throw a bunch of bad passes. In fact, I feel like, especially in the last 2 years, you've played a lot better than you have historically. Because in your prime, you were like a borderline playoff team, like the 7-6 seed. Do you remember those days?
Yeah, that was back 19, 20, low 21.
I feel like the game was better then, and I feel like you thrived more. I feel like as better players got in the league and players who knew the scheme more, kind of like Steady, kind of like Towels, people who knew what worked, the winning kind of like tilted a little bit. But you're a vet, and that's why you're here. So welcome.
Well, I would say that I feel like my downfall started in 21 and 22 and onward because I stopped playing other leagues. I stopped playing Mud. I stopped caring about Madden.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't want to keep up really with the good people. I didn't really care to give it that much effort anymore.
That's interesting. Like in your prime, right? How many leagues did you play in your most active Madden time frame?
Probably like 3 at the most. Like every 3 at the most. I never really had time to do more than that.
That's fair. And were you like a similar skill level in those leagues compared to YPL, or is that like something hard to remember?
Yeah, I don't really remember that one as much. Because I never played, like I never lasted as long in those, and YPL is the only one I've ever really kept ever since.
That's cool. That's awesome. You're like, for the viewers, EK was here for the first YPL season in Madden 19. I joined not long after, I think 2 seasons after, and you were the Lions, what, like 3 or 4 years in a row, right?
I think in 22 I was the Chief. No, was it 21? I think it was 21 I was the Chief.
Okay.
When was I the Falcons?
You're probably the Falcons in 22? Because I was the Lions in 22. I had your team.
Yeah, I think it was 22. Yeah, because there was a couple of years I didn't have the Lions.
Yeah, Mish saw how bad that Lions team was, and they were like, we're not going to give EK that. They didn't have Jimmy or Gibbs. They didn't have...
they had nobody. We were
they
terrible.
had nobody, bro. That team was terrible. They have anybody. No Jameson Williams, no Gibbs, no Branch, no nothing.
Yeah, nobody. Oh, damn.
That hurts taking off here. He had the curl. Go kill this fucker. Kill this fucker.
Yeah.
Oh, bing, bing, pow. The ball comes out. Come on, EK. You got to get on that.
This is the second fumble this game that I have not recovered.
So he got the ball first, which is good for you.
He got the ball first, fumbled on like the first play, and then fucking ball rolls like 10 yards forward, and he gets it, and it's a first down.
That's crazy.
What you gonna do? You can't do nothing about that.
You've played Madden long enough to know that the fumble implementation system is terrible. Like when the ball comes out, it's really bad. You know that.
Yeah, it's RNG like slots.
It's literally bullshit. Yeah, it's RNG luck nonsense. GT big run here, good crack. I wanted to ask you about a player on your team. It seems like he's your favorite player. It's that fullback. Can you tell me about him a little bit? The white fullback. You give him the ball a lot for a fullback.
I do. I mean, I said it in chat once, and it still remains true. Like, the CPU drafted me a superstar fullback in the 4th round. I'm gonna use him, bro. Like, I was given this, like, bro, why not? He got like 86 speed. He breaks it through. That's like 10 yards. If I ever use it like 3rd and 1, at the like 40, he gets like 10-yard run.
And he breaks tackles, right? Do you ever use him in the receiving game?
He's got tank. He breaks like his stick tackles.
Oh, he has tank. That's the best. He's never gonna fumble basically, unless he gets stripped.
Why would I not use him? Yeah, I don't know why I
like
ran that.
Ooh, Smith gets open there. Touchdown.
I knew it was a touchdown. I could have easily just switched to his zone, just played the middle, but it is what it is.
And you're playing the dude that actually he doesn't have a YPL win yet, right? So you're the veteran. You're like the most experienced player besides like 3 or 4 dudes. When you run into a dude who's like a straight up vet, similar to the Cowboys guy this year, brand new guy in YPL, is there like a mentality thing? Or do you just kind of like play your games and you're whatever about it? Like how do you feel when you're the seasoned vet, they're the brand new guy on the block? Like is there some kind of in between there, or you just don't care?
I mean, I would prefer to win. It is natural to want to win whatever you do. I mean, that's just why that is gonna be a thing. I just don't feel upset as much if I lost. Like I used to crash out at people, like obviously. So I don't really do that anymore. But yeah, I mean, I want to win, but I don't mind if I lose to a young person. Like, the chances are they play Madden more than me, so why would I be that upset?
That's fair. I understand that. Good little dot across the middle. That was a nice spin move too. Don't really see the spin move be implemented a lot. That was a super sim play right there.
I love the spin move. I don't know why people don't use it.
It's very good.
It's very quick. Like, it's a lot quicker, and like there's 2 juke ways, bro. Like, your spin is just one easy little circle.
Sure, I get that. Yeah. Now, who's his quarterback? You got Banks. Is he a rookie?
Yeah, some rookie I got like with the 2nd pick.
Has he been good for you so far?
Yeah, pretty good. He had one game where he threw a bunch of inaccuracies for like no fucking reason. I couldn't understand it.
Nice. Good. That's good to hear. Sorry, I'm like moving around right now, just getting properly set. Usually I'm a little more attentive with the answers, but I'm locked in now. So you're sitting at 7-6 here. Oh, that was dangerous, EK. That was dangerous.
I didn't really think that he would stay on that, but he did. The CB did not move.
As I was saying, you're looking at 7-6. Mish lost his last game, puts him at 7-7, I think. AG taking a forced loss, it looks like, to the Bucks, because I'm going to be advancing after the game that's happening now. Your game and then the steady game.
Oh, fuck.
Well, Banks taking off here. Down to the 1. I mean, you're looking like you're primed for a playoff position. You've been to the playoffs before. You played Mark. That's a terrible matchup for basically anybody.
Horrible matchup.
The landscape of the NFC has changed a lot, though. Do you think you feel confident closing it out the rest of the way? I don't know if you know your opponents coming up yet.
I got Towels one more time. I saw that. That's unfortunate.
He's very good.
That's one of those games where I just don't really care, though. Like, that's just kind of how that goes.
Oh, the fucking great fullback doesn't get in. Put us in the mind of EK for a second. I'm going to hand the mic off to you. What are we doing here?
What, like on this play?
Yeah, on this play. The mentality of this down.
You're going to love it. I already knew what I was doing before. Like, I knew what I was doing if I got stopped.
Fair enough. We want to see you get in the end zone here. 4th down is fun. Come on, let's go.
Me too.
Don't spoil it for us. Now, if you get hyped up, that's okay. The fullback gets the ball. The white man scores. I'm not making a penny on this video anymore. Damn. You can't be pulling out the white power in the video like that.
You chose the wording, not me.
It was a satirical troll. We take crazy things sometimes. Did you watch any of the podcasts in the past, or this is your first time experiencing this aspect?
Yeah, I've never really watched one. I watched one where I saw that like my it's funny, talking about me almost being in the playoffs because it was a video where I forget who you had on. I think it was like Raiders.
I think it was Kyle and Towels, right?
Tier list.
Yeah, the tier list, dude.
Yeah, I wanted to
Yeah.
see. I only listened to the part. I wanted to hear what the opinion was.
Shit. Let's. A really good idea right now. I'm gonna keep this playing in the background, so the viewers are gonna be watching your game, and it's a good game so far. Oh shit. Get G&T, man. Get G&T. There we go. Sometimes on that, I'll spread my linebackers if you know how to do that, and then it'll help play the run a little better. The outside run.
Yeah.
Just got caught. Honestly, this guy's so dumb. I feel like if you didn't blitz, that you would get more out of it. But that's just me. You have your own philosophy.
I think it was first play of the game. I ran a zone and he got like 8 yards. That's when he fumbled and it went forward. So I don't know. I mean, his line just seems pretty decent, but my D line will eventually do his job. I'm not really worried about that.
Okay. So I'm gonna give you the where you're at.
I can see you.
Oh, you can see it. Okay, good. Outside looking in, you're not in. Potential wild card, you're not in. You were in both those positions, and we placed you in the mid category. I think I'll be the first to say that we underrated you. Any thoughts on that?
I don't think it was called
You
the
got the
mid
Bills there. You
category
got the
when
fucking Packers there.
I don't think I watched
It
the whole
wasn't the
game.
mid. We
Was it?
changed it.
Okay,
Let's
yeah,
see.
because
It was young but intriguing. That's not really very relative, right?
yeah,
Like
that's
that's
what
kind
I
of
was.
silly.
Yeah, but then I think you changed it to like prospect or something.
Young but intriguing, mediocre at best. That's not
There's
even
some,
like what I wrote down. Let's see. Prospect. Yeah, I did put it to prospect. But then it's like I was thinking about it. Putting you in prospect, I wasn't even saying mid like, oh, you're mid. It was more like mid-tier level. Prospect level, mid-tier level, like
like this
don't
one.
have that much expectation, but I mean you're looking good. The season's looking well. If you really look at the tier list, it looks like we really overshot some I didn't agree with everything. I didn't think that the Packers belonged in there. The Bills guy being outside looking in, I think is fair, but he's a crash out kid, and you were like that when you were younger playing in the league. Like some
Oh,
people
I
would
was
say
worse.
he's your first evolution, and
I
you're the
was
second.
worse.
You think you're worse than him? He punched the window and broke his
No,
fucking
no, no,
window and
no.
cut his
I
hand
didn't.
up.
I didn't crash at like my. I didn't throw controllers and stuff. I've never done that. That's stupid. If you fucking throw controllers and shit over a video game, you're so dumb. Why are you spending
Hmm.
$70 because you fucking lost a video game? You're an idiot. You know, like just fucking like, bro. What are you punching a monitor? Fucking idiot, bro. He deserved that. But nah, bro. Like I used to call people like fucking names. I used to go after people.
Yep, I remember that. I was in the receiving end of a few of those. You went vegan for
Yeah,
a
you
bitch.
would
It
fucking
was a
you
very
would,
classic one.
yeah, I fucking hated playing you every two fucking times a year, bro. As the Packers, this shit was annoying. I was chilling, and then you came in, and I'm like, bro, now I gotta fucking try, and I got sweat.
It's so funny because it's like I would never consider myself a sweat at Madden, right? Like that's something I would never do. I just like to make adjustments and I like to play smart and have fun at the same time. I feel like I'm not the best player in the league anymore, and that's pretty fair. I think you've said that. I think people have said that over the years. I'm not the best player in the league right now. I don't think so. But I think there's tiers, right? And I think that everyone's kind of on in their own frames. Um, I don't know where I'm going with this. I just kind of wanted a whole tangent about myself. I'm done talking about myself now. Let's go back to your game. The tier list is wrong though. I think potential wild card. If I could change it right now, I'd put you in. But I don't like the fact you're losing to Philly now. I think maybe my conversation is starting to like get in the way of your reads and whatnot.
Nah, he's averaging 16 yards per carry on outside runs. I see what it is. I like the halftime system where it shows me like what they're doing, so I can kind of see what I need to do better.
I don't know if it even does anything, but I pick it in hopes that it does do something, right? Do you ever think about it that way?
Well, I just kind of hope that it helps, but I like that it's like, I get to at least see what I need to focus on. Like he's running outside more than inside. I just spread out more, simple stuff like that. I mean, I'm not
That's
gonna
fair.
get like, I'm not gonna go too far into adjusting, but it shows me what I can do better. Ah, damn, I could have broke that.
Oh, that was looking close for a second.
I could have broke that. I just ran into my dude.
Very good. No, not very good. Very bad. Damn. Did you play Benny at all this cycle?
Yeah, I played him when he first came in, first season.
Would you expect him to be winless going into Week 14
Not really.
after
I
he won the
imagine
NFC North last season at 15-2 and beat Towels and beat the shit out of him in the regular season?
I would imagine it's because of something.
Number one T schedule, started off late, started off bad, and then he probably just stopped caring, you know?
Yeah, once you get to like 0-7, probably. I mean, there's no point to really. I mean, especially if you got like a tough schedule. At least for me, like if I get to a certain point, like last season, like why would I care if I'm 0-9 or some shit, 2-9?
Yep. For someone like you don't really have a lot to prove to the league anymore, right? Like, it's not like you're a dude who has 3-4 seasons down, like Benny, like a couple seasons down, you made the playoffs. Like, you've been in this game so long, it doesn't really matter if you win or lose ever, right? Like, are you at that point, you think?
Yeah, I don't care about most people's opinion on my skill.
Fair.
That's why I say yeah, I know I'm ass. Like I acknowledge it. I mean, I don't try to like fucking fight it. I mean, like I know it.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't call you ass. That's for
Well, no,
sure.
I'm just saying, like, whenever anybody does, like, when TJ was in here and he want to spam call me ass, like, I mean,
Didn't you beat him once or something and like you
I beat
completely
him right
clowned
after he
him?
did that. I beat him right after he did that. I beat Crashy right after he called me ass. Like, call me ass, I'm gonna try,
Oh, what a
motherfucker.
spin move. Manning, he could break it. 5. Oh, down to the 1. Give the fullback the ball, baby. Give that fullback the fucking ball. Good run. You're kind of doing it. The thing that he was doing to you, you're doing to him now, right? It's kind of like fighters. It's kind of like, oh, you're a submission specialist. I'm going to submit you. You're a knockout guy. I'm going to knock you out. You're kind of doing his own thing against him, giving him a taste of his own medicine. Pretty cool. Good run, man. Touchdown. This game is going fast. I feel like it, right?
Yeah, it's like Mysterion, who the Seahawks dude, I think, right?
The guy you're
Like,
playing now?
nah. Like I'm saying, like, cause I played him earlier and he had like 0 wins or like 1 win or whatever. I don't think he had won a YPL game, and I was losing like 17 to fucking 0 or some shit, and then like I just came back and I won it. Like,
Yeah, Mysterion's one of my recruits, one of the couple guys I brought in because and going into year 5, we weren't really looking too hot. We had 3-4 open teams. You got Jit quitting over a fair sim situation where he didn't even
yeah, that's
necessarily
hilarious.
like. What do you think about that? Yeah, actually, yeah. You're a guy that's been around so long. You see people come and go. When someone like that leaves, elite, not elite, like a good player, a veteran, etc. Like, what do you think about that? What goes through your mind?
I mean, if they leave amicably, I mean, they're good. But like, if you're leaving over a fair sim, where like really, I mean, it was close, but like, it's not like he should have gotten that blood over it.
Especially you're
But
winning the division, right?
like Mark, Mark's gonna stay for 3-4 seasons at the most. He's gonna dip out. I mean, you accept it. It's like, and I feel like Mark has earned the right to do that. Army, Army's cool. He does the same thing whenever he plays. Yada yada.
Guys just they have this perennial burnout. Maybe some people were saying when that happens, I'm not saying it happened to Jit. Lurk that shit. Whoa, we got a lurk on camera. Hampton picking up a block. He could score. An EK lurk 6 in the pod. Oh, almost. Man, that was pretty beautiful.
Yes, sir.
EK out here talking down on these fools for quitting and then fucking lurk some shit. Oh man, that was pretty. I mean, you've been working on the user linebacker skill for damn near a decade, huh?
Shit, I mean, fucking, like I had 32 interceptions with one player in a season when I had the line. It was like 9-19, bro. Like what? I used to lurk. It's the only thing I was good at.
Well, you just showed off your old skill right there and a nice touchdown. Pat Fryermuth, no one wants the guy. He's like a 90 overall star dev because everyone values speed too much. But I feel like he found a home in Washington. That's a good player. That's a good pickup.
I don't understand the tight end speed cheese. Like you can already get like fucking 2, 3, 4 wide receivers with 96 speed. I mean, if you gotta have 5, bro, you're just. I feel like you just crutched.
Yeah, no, I think that speed obviously, especially with the bringing in of guys like Terry, Mark, obviously big speed people. It's hard to fight people who have elite speed on defense and on offense. So you kind of have to bolster your roster up. But I think you and I both have had many teams that were not revolved around speed, right?
Yeah, I don't tend to base a lot of things around speed. I'd rather have speedy defense than speedy offense.
Speedy
Because
defense is the key. Yeah.
everybody else wants a speedy offense, bro. Like you have a speed on defense. I mean, as long as you can route up enough open people if you're good enough. I feel like.
There's no doubt about that. And I feel like because it's a slower game, players kind of move a little slower, and the routes are a little more methodical. And
The,
DBs they get burnt really bad in man coverage at times. You could ball out with dudes who are slower. I feel like for that aspect.
the in routes and the cuts are pretty cheesy this year. It feels like just any cut, I guess. Like especially if it's against man, as you were saying, it's really easy for them to get beat at that point.
Yep. But that's why I see sometimes you get a good press and it actually takes the receiver right out of the play. Good little dot.
And like that's a man play where my dude just like he's with him and then he cuts and then that dude's wide open. And I don't think that dude has a ton of speed. He doesn't seem like he does.
Because he's white. Is that what you're saying?
No, because he's a
He's
little bit bigger. Bigger people just aren't fast, you know. I mean, like 6'2", 6'3", I expect to be, you know. But this dude seems like six. What? This dude big as shit.
he's probably 6'5". If he's a tight end, it looks like
Yeah, that dude's big as hell.
he might have circled for a touchdown, but he elects to get sacked. Wow. That was actually really good defense. You took most of it away there with the user. That was good. Took it
Yeah,
away.
but I don't understand like this defense this year. Like that's why I don't really like. I don't understand this game. I guess this cycle. Like I'm running cover four is there. Why is that dude wide for a TD?
Because you're matching, and the game doesn't tell you that. And to give you some
No, it
advice,
does. It shows you it, but like it's just stupid, bro. Like I mean, it's a zone. You match within reason. Like you match until they leave the zone. That's what I would expect out of a match play. But they follow them. They turn it
match
into
is dependent on your user linebacker or whoever you're usering. So if you miss one assignment, players will swap all over the field and cover
ah
random things and they'll leave stuff open. So what I do is when I call match, I'm putting everybody on game, including you. I will, if I think it's I shade over top like every play, then underneath I'll shade accordingly to what I think is going to happen. But if I don't shade and it matches and I don't know, it's a one play touchdown. Every time.
right.
So I'm preemptively shading just to break the match as a match breaker. Then I'll go do my play from there. Because I'm past the point where I can't call just like a random play anymore. Like you play enough Madden, I think are you at that stage as well?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean I just know what will probably come next. It, it's just how it be.
I hear you.
Mm.
The hot topic right now, like the content producing topic. Let's watch this 4th and 1 real quick. We'll
Fuck.
talk about that after. Got it,
I
damn.
knew it. I knew it.
He's making this Eagles guy's making it like a little bit of a dirty game. I feel like you're playing cleaner and doing the better things, but he's not quitting.
I mean, I'm getting big plays. He's getting likewise. He's had a few big runs that have definitely helped. So, my offense has been rather smooth this game, I would say. And then, but he's had similar effect besides the big INT, of course.
Mm-hmm.
The field goal he took. Those things are hurting him.
You're in the business of scoring touchdowns. He's electing to kick some field goals too. That's why he went for it on fourth and goal and got
I
it.
was like fucking 4th and 8 first drive. He had to take the three.
Yeah, it's a long one.
Ooh,
Let's see
damn.
what he can scheme up
Lucky.
here.
Unlucky.
That is a dangerous throw. You're lucky. I feel like that's a dangerous throw,
No,
honestly.
I'm saying. Well, I think that's unlucky because his dude had it in his hands and then fucking I didn't even hit stick him and he just ball flies.
True, yeah.
He was
It's a
like
little bit of
animated.
an in-between play.
Yeah, I mean, like obviously I'd want the pick, but I take the good with the bad with this game, especially the animations.
Yeah, they're a little weird on next gen. I don't think I hate this Madden. I don't think it's a terrible game, but I think there's definitely some glaring issues that
Ooh,
I'm not a huge fan of. Intercepted Hampton. This is a user linebacker. He's going to take this to the house. He's gone from the 50-yard line. What a play. Read and react. Eagles missed a wide open curl on the right side of the field because I don't know why, but a huge return by EK. Look at this. We're getting a mini game of the week kind of going on. We're looking at big plays, lurks, pick sixes. This is nice. This is a good showcase for the Washington for a team that is flying under the radar and should not have been in mid tier or prospect tier. So take a look here, YPL viewers.
it was like fucking a scouting report.
No, this is good for the brand. It's good to show that like, could it be that you're back a little bit? Is that like the potential here?
I mean, it's been every other year I've done kind of decent in this season. I mean, like in this cycle, like year one I did bad, I had the one pick. Year two I make playoffs. Year three, year three was average. I didn't make playoffs, but it wasn't. I wasn't terrible. I traded my first and Brad. I think he got like what 14th pick or something. Um, and then fucking last season just did not give a fuck halfway through. And
Gotcha.
then this season I'm doing decent. Yeah, it's like every other year. I mean, do all right.
Are you having some focus here? Like, do you think you're more focused than you've been? Like at this stage, you're winning in this game. You're more likely to win. You're gonna go 2 games above 500, and you're in the playoff picture, no doubt. Do you feel like that's a little bit of confidence going, or you just still just ball out like you don't care, whatever?
I mean, like I said, I care to win. Like I want to win. Um, being in the playoffs would be cool. I'm not gonna end up with a great matchup, so I mean, it'll be nice to be in the playoffs, but I wouldn't say that I'm gonna be like extra focused, since that was the question.
So it's kind of just another game. You taking it how it goes, right? Like taking it
Like,
game by game, kind of.
for example, can you tell me my schedule? Like,
Of
if you're in a position to be able
course
to,
I can. Come
I would
on.
like to go over that at this point.
I'd prefer if you ask me a few questions. It makes it a little easier on me. We can definitely look at your schedule here. So
Uh,
you're Washington. You're second in the
all fucked up.
division.
Yeah,
Second
that was
in the
my fault.
division. Let's see.
Yeah,
You
well,
have
there's no first. There's no first available.
no. First, Towers is a monster.
It's fucking locked. Yeah, it's locked. It was locked when he came in.
So you've got Cleveland, Baltimore, Giants.
Who
Cleveland.
was, who was Cleveland?
He's
I
a
don't
newer
even.
user. He's not played a lot. He may not play you. You could be walking to a force win there at 9-6.
That's
Ideally, if you
perfect.
if you get through him, you beat Baltimore, 10 wins. You're not going to play steady, and you're not going to play towels. That's a good matchup right there, right?
Who is Ravens? He's the dude that like left and
Yes.
came back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got you. I think I don't know. Is he the fucking fantasy? Is he in the fantasy hockey thing? Is he the
He is.
commissioner?
Yes. That's
He's the
Matt.
commissioner, right? I think so.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
That's him.
Yeah, he's cool. Is he good?
He's like he's like 10-7 every year. And he never
Okay.
made the playoffs at 10, or maybe once made the playoffs because the AFC's so fucking hard.
True.
So that's just kind of where it's at. But let's say, for example, you beat the Giants, you beat the Ravens, and you lose to Towels. That puts you at 10 wins. And Shane, I don't know what's happening with him. He's gone AWOL. That would move you to the 3 or 4 seed, probably the 3 or 4 seed.
Mm. Well, I couldn't be the four because I'm not a division winner.
Oh no, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh
tripping.
my
You'd be
god.
you'd be 5, 6, or
Oh my
7.
god.
What happened? Oh my god, I'm missing
Okay.
something. Jared Allen. Jared Allen. Is that his name? Jared Allen? Deron Allen? No,
Jonathan
that's Deron Payne.
Jonathan Allen.
Jonathan Allen. Damn. Defensive line interception. You're just showing some supremacy on this guy right now. This is nasty
Nah,
work.
I've never seen that. I have not seen that in a long time.
Nice. That's awesome.
That's funny.
So you'd probably be the 6th seed because Luis is already at 10 wins. Carolina 8-5 is going to go to 8-6. If you win your game, he's going to bump down. So 6th seed plays the 2 seed Giants. Maybe you could work your way up to the 5 seed. Just depends on how things go. You know.
Where was the 5 seed at? Is that's Falcons?
That's 10-4 Luis. Falcons is 8-5
Ah,
divisional winner.
who's winning the division in the North then?
AFC North is at Chicago at
Oh,
12 and
no,
1.
no, 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 no. Yeah, it's fucking that's Steady's division. Yeah, that's right.
And Steady beat Towers head to head, so it's like, unless Steady loses, which he already won this week, it hasn't updated yet. He's 13 and 1. He's getting the 1 seed. Try to either no. Just don't be the 7 seed. Don't be the 7 seed. Get out of the 7 seed spot. You'll play
Yeah, 'cause
potentially
six plays
CPU
three.
Shane.
Six plays
Yeah.
three.
And Shane 9-4 hasn't played. I don't know. He might have died. Like, I'm not even kidding. We haven't heard anything from the guy for like 2-3 weeks now.
Damn.
Hopefully he's okay. Shout out inactive Shane.
Shane's been around for a while too. Shane's a cool guy.
Shane was probably a season after me or 2. It's funny because I remember like he was beating a lot of dudes up, and I was like, man, I could fuck this dude up. why the fuck everybody hyping this dude up so bad for? And
Right, you do.
I know I beat him, but we had some good games. That was back when I had the Raiders. It was Antonio Callaway. Then he was in my division the following season. That was like me, Jake, Mish, and Shane. That was a hard division, bro. Like every game was kind of a sweater.
Mm.
Good times though.
Yeah, I like Shane. I'm 1-1 with him this year, so if he fucking resurrects, then I mean, I could still beat him. I think if it ends up in that position, of course.
It's more likely that the Rams is going to overtake them, or maybe even like the 6-win or the 7-win Niners is pretty good. So, but there's a potential he goes on a little winning streak. He won his first game.
Nice.
It's possible. It's possible. We never know. So,
That's a YPL stuff.
you have like a favorite YPL cycle? Played a long time, you know?
I mean, it's been kind of long for a lot of them. Probably 20. That was when
20 was a great year.
Yeah, we had some people I was cool with. We had we had Logan. We had some people I was cool with back then. So, and I was more active in chat. I was talking shit. It was just a fun time in general.
Man, that was the dot. How can you be so coy when you're throwing touchdowns to Romeo Dobbs like that in year 5? Damn.
Bro, well, I guess I told you. I mean, I guess I'll tell the podcast. I'll be on my phone half the time anyway, bro. Like, I'll be watching YouTube videos. Like, I like watching cave diving videos where people get stuck and they die. It's weird, but like I watch like fucking like underwater scuba shit. Like I just watch shit like that. So I'll be chilling when I play the game anyway. So it's really no different.
I mean, that's a very Bradster thing. Shout out Bradster, by the way. His podcast coming out tonight, 10 Eastern. I'll be linking that as well.
It's to spite you. It's fucking hilarious.
No, I don't. There's no bad blood. There's no spite. If he wants to,
he is, bro. Like it's like it's just kind of fun. It's Bradster being Bradster. He's just
Bradster, man. One day he loves you and he's gonna support you and ride into the battlefield with you. The next day he's gonna like call you a fraud and everything. I take his comments with a grain of salt because I know deep down Brad loves me and Brad respects me a lot. That's for sure.
He's been around for a while.
Brad is a veteran, man. He's one of the worst people you could ever play in this game. That's the truth. Brad is funny.
Run the ball 30 times a game, bro, with the 49ers, and then like fucking bro, who does this?
He has a play style that very few people I've ever played against have, and that's what makes him unique, and I appreciate that. Drags, flat routes, inside zone, stretch.
Runs the ball 40 times a game.
Yep.
It's not working out this year, though.
Well, now that Jit quit, he's leading division, so.
Hilarious.
I guess you could say that saved kind of his. No, I mean, I don't know. And the AFC's so hard. I think he's going to win the division because of that. Caden Doherty, good stuff. Wow. You get this stop, you can put up a sneaky 50 burger. You're looking at that potentially? That could be kind of fun.
I mean, I want to go for 2 for it. I want to never do that to anybody. Why did I do this? No, I didn't even look at what the play was.
You better call timeout, son.
Yeah, I didn't even look at what the play was.
No free plays. Don't let this guy scramble for it first. You got to be a savage. You got to be rude. You got to get your team right. Fuck people up. Smack these fools. No, I help Bradster's podcast as well. Just don't take my name and everything else. I don't care. You copy my name exactly. That would be kind of silly, but hey, people do their own thing. Almost got the lurk there. Damn. So 20 favorite cycle. I think I totally agree. I love 20. I think that's the best Madden game I ever played in a league. I think it was really, really fun and a really good time, honestly.
Were you the Jags that year?
I was the Jags the year following. I thought that was a really good Madden year too, but of course, you know why I think that was a good Madden year.
That was funny. Yeah, you won like what, 3 Super Bowls in a row?
That was fun, man. The 3 in a row, that was good. Now I'm washed. London Black Knights and Mish fucking was like, don't you ever relocate a fucking team in my league ever again.
This is so funny.
He was like, you were supposed to relocate, like change the name, not relocate the stadium to London, you fuck. Like something like that. I went the whole like crazy with it. It was good.
Ooh, dot.
Oh, that was a good little dot. I mean, oh wow, he broke it up. Nice. Fuck him. Don't let him score.
That was a good little dot. that doesn't change that. I think
You should have possession caught. That's user error right there. You got to go down, catch that.
I've possession before and still got fucking smoked like that though. But yeah, a lot more likely that you're gonna score than not for sure.
In Madden, the small stuff is really, really like
Oh yeah,
helpful.
yeah. If you get like fucking even like a 5% fucking boost or something, it's a lot in Madden.
And Hampton is flying all over the field. If this guy doesn't have a captain badge yet, I would give it to him after this game, honestly.
I definitely don't go through and do that. I don't think he does.
Damn, man.
He
Disrespect to the
might.
beast.
He might. He's fucking like a 78 overall.
He's balling this game. Is he fast?
Yeah, he's got like 90 something speed, 91, 90.
That's sweet.
Yeah, he started out young. I didn't play him year one, which was my own mistake. And then fucking, he ends up getting superstar last year for like being second in tackles or something. And now he's just hooping. And then I got a drafted superstar middle linebacker, so that was a good pass.
A good little heater. If he racked it, probably walks in there. If he breaks a little tackle, gets pushed forward. Don't let him score. Don't be so nice.
Oh my god, there we go. Finally.
Bang, bang. What is that, turnover number 5 or something? Number 6? Must be now, right?
No, that's 4. Yeah, 4, because he threw an interception, 3 interceptions and a fumble. He's had 2 fumbles, though. They weren't turnovers. 3 fumbles. Only 2. Only 1 was a turnover.
And not a good day for Jalen Hurts, that's for sure.
Nah, not having fun. He has 2 fumbles, 1 lost.
These guys got to go on conservative. Tell him about that. Conservative is a big thing.
I don't know. I've had better luck with my QBs this year than years past, I would say. Jaden Daniels didn't fumble that often. It felt like he fumbled more on fucking pass attempts that he got sacked in.
I forgot you had Jaden Daniels. You wanna go in on like how that came to be and if it was worth it and whatnot?
I mean, I didn't think it was worth it at first when I decided that I wanted to let Penix go at the end of the year. But then fucking Marcus trades Jaden Daniels, and I'm like, well, he didn't keep his dude either, so fuck it. So really, It ended up being I got superstar Rook, whatever the fuck his last name is.
Okonkwo or something?
Yeah, fucking. I'm not even gonna try. He got a star DT, So I was like, all right, that's what the final was after the fucking 1 year of the trade. So whatever. We got rental QBs, each of us.
And you think it panned out? You think it worked out, especially with your rookie quarterback playing pretty well, right? I think so.
Yeah, I didn't really. I felt like I was more forced to run with fucking. Oh wow. Yeah, I felt like I was more forced.
Oh man, no.
With Daniels, felt like I had to try to do design runs and shit, which never worked out. I don't think I had like more than 5 successful read options when I had him.
That's why I have Fields now. I'm not gonna have him very long because he wants like $250 million. So I only have a small window to win a Super Bowl. But God, he's like leading my team in rushing just with scrambling. Like the play breaks down. I don't even care anymore. Fuck it.
Right.
Who cares?
Yeah, I mean, you're having a good season though.
Hey, I took some losses. It's not fun losing both games to a divisional rival, especially Kyle. I think for two seasons now, I swept him, and then he swept me this season. So that wasn't fun. And I lost a 3-point game to Terry, which me and him have very good games. And I beat him a couple times. He beat me a couple times. But we're going to finish strong. I can't get the 1 seed, so I'll elect for the 2, and we'll go from there.
That's fair.
My season was very tough in the middle, and it's finally starting to slow down now. I get to play Jawsy once more in Kansas City, and I have historically good luck against them, and I out-scheme them. So I guess we're going to see what happens. On a lighter note, look at this, though. Washington, big win. And it would be so awkward if you lost this game, right? I'd be like, oh, man, you're so unlucky. Even if you're like throwing the worst passes ever, I'd still be supporting you.
Yeah.
But that was good. That was clutch.
Yeah, that was a good W.
Mm-hmm.
My QB got 3 skill points from that for some reason. I don't know what he did.
Milestone, probably. Like season milestones.
True. Yeah, I've been kind of throwing a lot of passing yards recently. I've this season at least have not thrown a lot of passing yards. So this is a pleasant surprise.
Very good. I was expecting for a second to see your skill tree and like upgrades, but I forgot I was watching his stream, and that was awkward.
Yeah.
And his poor players have -3 morale. That's not very fun.
Shit, that was my players last year and season 1.
Very awkward. It's not what you want for the squad, that's for sure.
Not at all. Not at all. Yeah, I'll take the W. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's good work. I'm actually on advanced duty, so I'm gonna be doing that soon. I gotta put some game of the weeks up. Maybe you can give me a hand in picking the game of the week. That could be kind of cool, right?
Yeah, I'll go through the schedule now. I mean, I'm on the game, so might as well.
If you want to look at it on your phone, that's fine. If you want to look at it on Madden, it's up to you.
Oh, I'm already on Madden.
I'm on Neon here.
Let's
see schedule.
Bill Steelers is I don't know, Vikings Lions has potential. Bill Steelers has potential.
No, come on, Bill Steelers. Let's be real. That can't be it. The Bills had the game of the week this week and said, "I don't care. I want to blow up game of the week on purpose. Fuck y'all."
True. Vikings Lions has potential, especially with Mission needing to win.
Needs to win, yep. I'm a little hesitant. Vikings Lions.
New Texans is decent, right?
New Texans kind of a dog, bro. He's pretty good. His season's over, but we can give him a spotlight game, like something, you know what I mean? Kind of like a spotlight.
He's playing Brad. That's why I say that.
Let's take a look. I think he beat Brad earlier in the season. He just picked up the team at like fucking 15-0-15 or something.
Jazzy Panthers is pretty decent, no?
That could be a good game. We're going to be doing 2 games of the week this week because I had to hash that one because the Bears is a pussy.
You Falcons is pretty good to put in there.
New Falcons? Marcus quit?
You.
Oh, me and Falcons.
Yeah, you and Falcons.
That could be a decent game.
Where's Dolphins at?
Let's see. I'm looking at
How's
his
Dolphins
games now.
doing?
He plays the Pats. That's a good game. I think that's going to be one. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's a pretty good one, I think.
That's a good game. And if you go based on like matchups, Miz on the outside looking in, I guarantee you he puts you on the outside looking in or the mid tier. Now look at that. He's in the outside looking in. Kind of crazy, right?
Shit, Miz is a loser, bro. When he beat me, that motherfucker took like 4 minutes off the clock, bro. What a fucking loser. Bro, but like, fuck you.
No, he's a pussy for that. I'm gonna tell a little bit of a story. I got Steady joining now. I wasn't lying about the co-host coming in. It'll alleviate some stress off the both of us here. Miz is annoying. Miz is a good dude, but his Madden like life play whatever and his self-deprecating ways. I know you've probably been listening to that for like 5 years now. He's like, it's okay, call me a pussy, I don't care. Smack me in the face with your dick. Everything is fine. Like, I may have went vegan for a bitch, but I didn't fucking like put a dress on about it or anything.
I don't mind Miz is the thing. Like, I like Miz. Miz and me have always been rather alright. I mean, you know, he's decent at Madden. I mean, I don't pay attention enough in general though to know like that much of it. Like, I'm not reading the fucking 2 a.m. chat y'all be doing. I imagine it's in some of those. Like,
he's just a little bit of a strange dude. There's nothing really too wrong with him. Did you ever have a user you actually kind of had a problem with that you can remember?
Tyler Kane 09. I remember him. He was the Redskins Madden 19.
Tyler Kane. I kind of remember him. He had a dog profile picture, right?
I don't know that much. I just know that he's a faggot.
Can you elaborate a little bit? Give the people some background.
He's just a bitch. Like, he always just talks shit, bro. Like, I played a playoff game against him that he barely beat against me. I wasn't even in the fucking room of the TV. My dad was sleeping in the room that my PlayStation was in. So I played from the fucking hallway and turned the TV on me. Bro, I couldn't see what the fuck I was doing. And I damn near beat him. And he's like, oh, you're fucking ass. I'm like, bro, this is my view. Like, what do you mean?
That's crazy. Sorry, I wanted to have EK tell a story quickly. Steady, welcome to the podcast. Reoccurring guest, number 1 seed in the AFC. How you doing, buddy? NFC. You don't talk? What's wrong? You just clicking away?
There we go. Hello.
Hello. What's up, Mr. 1 seed? How you doing?
Dude, I'm doing great, man. How's everyone else?
Good,
Good,
good.
man. Good. Thanks. It's good to have
Hell
you here.
yeah, dude, it's great to be here. Truly is an honor. I know I'm a little late, from what I can tell.
No, I think you came at a good time. EK and I were just talking about the old days of YPL, reminiscing on people we used to hate, and we're just chatting it up, man. We're just chatting it up. Let's talk about you for a minute now. We talked about EK for about 40 minutes here. Let's talk about you coming off a bunch of big wins, right? Let's talk about the Towels game, man. What'd you think about that? You were in the game of the week. I caught the end, the 2-point conversion. You get the stop, I think, or no, you got the ball first in overtime, right? And then you score.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's talk about the game a little bit. Fill me in. What do you think about it?
Well, to be honest, it was so long ago that a lot of it kind of eludes me, but I do remember being in a real bad spot. It took a lot of battling, and fighting through adversity. We were really struggling with the man coverage. We have a really young receiving core over here, but you know what? The boys got it together. We hit some nice throws, and we ended up coming away with a big win. So it's really all you can ask for.
That's awesome to hear. Were you surprised by anything in that matchup? Or was everything kind of what you expected? His
I
play.
didn't. I never realized that I was facing a man coverage demon. So I probably would have went into it with a different game plan if I had known that was going to be what we were facing. But we were able to make the adjustment, and we balled out, and ultimately got kind of lucky. I mean, shout out to Madden overtime being super lame, and
It sucks, yeah.
so lame. But I'm sure I'll see him in the playoffs, right? Like,
Let's hope. I mean, last year, there was a guy with two letters in his name, and we're not gonna talk about that.
I mean, that was a bad moment.
But I think honestly, last season compared to this season, your composure's better, your team's better, the feel for the team is better, and the confidence in playing with Sim compared to Comp. I think you're really primed to make a Super Bowl run. I don't think that's gonna happen again. Like I wouldn't predict it. It's possible in Sim because the sheds and the fucking inaccurates, but I think you've got your footing down. You agree?
I think we went ahead and got a few more weapons now. Tyquan Thornton, unfortunately, has been pushed aside. I think he'll be a guy who comes back playoff time because he's obviously a lot better than all these dudes. So he's kind of like our secret weapon. But other than that, it really was just us kind of tearing everything apart. Jesse Bates sat. Jaquan Brisker, done, career over. A lot of these guys kind of lost their jobs after what happened last year, and I think it's paid off pretty well. We were able to find some new talent that's been big, and I think we're going to be in a solid spot to make a run.
Very interesting.
Nice.
That's good to hear. Steady, I'm not sure if you're familiar with EK. He's a little bit of like a league enigma, been around for about 5-6 years now. Probably one of the longest tenured members, like I've been saying over and over again. So maybe you haven't had the moment to introduce yourself, but this is the time, I guess.
So,
hey man, I think me and EK played a game pretty recently, actually.
yeah,
I'm not too.
Bowl.
Oh well, there you go. So,
as expected, I went into it expecting 540 is what happened. So yeah, it makes sense.
No, that's. Sometimes you play guys like Steady, you're just like, I hate my life, and why did I play Madden today?
Hey, I just want it to be known. We talk about how good Towels is. I want everyone to remember when he first joined YPL, I'm still the first person he ever lost to.
You beat Towels when you joined, like way back, or like in this cycle?
When he first ever played in YPL, when he was like undefeated, fucking like 8-0 or whatever, I was the one. I was the 8-1.
The one and the only. Giving him his first loss.
And everybody wants to say, "Oh, your ass." Yeah, I used to care.
Fair enough. Shit.
I mean it's an impressive win for sure.
Well, that was like fucking 3 years ago, bro. I mean,
well, you know what? Sometimes it's nice to live in the glory days,
Yeah, pretty much. People call me ass. I'm like, hey, remember 3 years ago, bro? That's me.
Yeah, that's right. Gotta let them know.
Chill. Yeah. Well, when you joined Steady, we were in the middle of picking some game of the weeks, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do 2 this week. I don't know if you saw the Bills guy basically forfeited his ability to ever have a game of the week again until next Madden, because I can't have dudes that say since y'all want to do game of the week, I'm gonna make this hostage. I just took it away. I'm like, well, you can't put me in that spot. I'm just trying to help everybody out. So we already elected that Miz and Dolphins is a big game. We can look at the AFC standings after.
I think Steady going. I chose Steady. My second pick was fucking him versus Marcus. Marcus's Falcons Munch.
Me and Marcus.
I feel like that's still the second best game of the week because the idea of game of the week is the best game of the fucking week. I mean, that's
sure.
Fair.
Let's just take a brief. I don't know if you guys can see my screen. I'm going to turn it back on now. I think I turned it on.
It's there.
Okay, cool.
You also got to think about like, you can't just keep feeding the rich. Sometimes the middle class needs a.
Oh, I like this game right here.
A little bit, yeah, right. Like
you see this game, right? Sexy game. I like to give
like a game of the week.
Like, yeah, like we gave Mysterion a game that he got his ass blown out. But he's tanking. This is a great game right here. You and Packers, right? He called you a glitcher. What's up with that? He said you were glitching.
Bro, first of all, I didn't do nothing, and there were a lot of plays where he's like he flips the play in the middle of it, and I do nothing, and he like his guys are obviously running across the field because he's flipping the play. Can't do that. I don't know what was going so wrong with his players, but not great. Did he ever send you any clips of that?
He sent them to Mish on PlayStation for sure.
Okay. I was gonna ask us to look at these clips because that sounds like a good time. I haven't heard anything in regards to that, but I did not, on record, I did not do anything to rail his defense. Like that's crazy, unbelievable. He actually played pretty good though. Outside of that, he had some good moments.
He's like if we fall back, did you watch the episode regarding the tier list towel? Oh, not towels, fucking Steady. Did you watch the tier list episode?
I think I missed that one, but did you put him like mid tier or like where did he get placed?
Man, Towels and Kyle were talking my ear off saying that he's actually pretty good. Man, he's got to be above mid. He's got to be like outside looking in, being like, understand what that is. Right on the outside, 8-9 seed, right? 8-9 seed.
Okay.
And I predicted him at mid-tier, kind of like a 5-6 win team, and these guys are saying, "Oh, he's so great. He's a John Madden football player. Do you see a switch stick?
Really?
Switch stick his grandmother, dude." Like, okay, Hulk Hogan.
I mean, I didn't even know he like utilized that because I don't remember him doing it at all. Like, usually it's a thing you're like, is this going to be a thing I have to worry about? You see him do it, and you're like, okay, I got to be a little more careful. But just not a thing I even realized he did.
Fair. Shit. Well, EK, I'm going to circle back to you here for a second, if you don't mind.
Yeah, what's up?
I do lines, I like to do lines. I think lines make it fun and engaging, exciting. It makes it a lot of times we've had the lines actually be the hedge and like people will win and lose because of the numbers. Do you think this Miz Miami game should be a pick'em? Do you think there should be numbers involved?
What is the records?
9-6 versus no Miz won. I'm on Madden right now. He's 8-6.
Okay.
8-6 versus 9-5 is the accurate number.
Who's home?
Miami.
Who's home?
Well, I'm just doing the lines, bro. Like betting line.
Hey, let EK run a game of the week 1 week. This could be fire.
You get about 1.5 on the betting line for any team that you're home. Obviously, it doesn't matter in a fucking video game, but I'm doing it off of a betting thing. Like I'm big into sports betting and statistics. So,
sure.
Yeah. So -2 for the Dolphins. And who's the other game? Who did we decide?
I mean, you want to do me and Marcus.
I'm okay with whoever though. I mean, I don't really care. I mean, I helped pick the first game anyway.
I mean, this Jawsy Carolina game looks really good. It's just that AG didn't play last week, and it kind of worries me,
Yeah, I did think that could be a good one.
You'd think with the season on the line, maybe he'd be interested in like playing the game.
I still think Mish Lions is decent because Mish needs to win for the playoffs. Any like really teams and must wins, at this point of the year are decent for game of the weeks.
How about Rams Cardinals? Have we looked at that?
And Shane is not playing right now. He's MIA. Like no one can get a hold of him. It's kind of scary actually because he's never done this before in 5 years.
Yeah, Shane could be
Very,
dead.
very strange. Hopefully he's not dead. Shout out not being
I
dead.
mean, yeah, that would be a really not great thing to be.
No, you don't want to be dead.
No.
I like this off topic, of course. I like Jets and Bengals. I just don't want to give a team more than 2 game of the weeks. So I got to see like how it's standing. Like I will if I have to, but it's kind of like unfair in a way.
So like,
Oh.
is it unfair because you don't get any points at all if you have a game of the week, or like what's the word
If you
on
win
that?
game of the week, you get a point. It's just like that you could maximize
Okay.
like how much you get. So it looks. I mean, I gave Mish a game of the week this season. I think 1. Miz has had 2 probably, but this is a big one. No, he has only had 1. Marcus has had 2. The Packers have had 1.
I've never had one. Have
Dude,
I?
go ahead. So Packers
you had one,
Bears,
EK.
dude.
I think you had
Hell
one.
yeah. There you go. Game of the week.
Packers.
20-point spread.
Wait, maybe you haven't had one, EK. Shit, let me take a look.
It was Packers. It was Packers.
Oh, Packers, and you won. You were the underdog, I think.
I lost.
Oh shit, then. Yeah, it sucks. Oh,
Yeah,
well.
I did not have a great game that game.
I think I mean I might go with Jets and Bengals and call it the Tank Bowl. I think that could be fun.
It provides a reason for them to win.
But I
instead
think
of like a
Carolina
tank
and LA is like the game. I just don't know if AG is going to be around. Maybe I'll take the gamble. I think this is a really good game,
That's going to be a great game.
and I think you got to go with that.
Well, we'll see if the gamble pays off. I mean, that's the guy who we suspect might have packed it up, right? And just a horrible thing to have happen. That's the guy.
That's Shane.
Oh, okay.
Shane is the
Well,
Cardinals.
what do I know?
Let's hope not. Seriously,
Yeah,
that is
I mean,
scary.
That would not be great.
We've got our game of the weeks. You guys can get your votes in whenever you feel like it.
If he never shows up again, we should dedicate the Super Bowl to his memory in preparation. The Shane Bowl.
That sucks because Shane ain't even a champ, but he's in playoff position. Like I don't know what's going on with him. He's leading the division by like multiple games. 2?
Could he lose it if?
Yes, yeah. If Rams wins out, probably.
Yikes, dude.
I mean, if he loses every single game and the Rams wins 2 games or 3 games, and he's playing them this week,
Right?
You know, then that's just it'd be pretty funny if the Rams completely fucks up though.
I mean, he could potentially have a golden opportunity to seize playoff positioning. We're hoping that he doesn't, but he could.
It's semantics, bro. It's all nonsense. This is all the league is fake and everything is a fucking facade. We are not playing like everything is scripted, Everything is scripted. It's kind of like real. That's why there's a second podcast coming out. Did you hear about that, City?
Yeah, I heard Bradster wanted to start his own podcast out of claims of corruption and all this wacky stuff. I mean, have you talked about this today or no?
We just touched on it briefly. I'm going to give him a shout out. The episode comes out 10 o'clock Eastern, so probably pretty soon. Yeah, 30 minutes. So it's going to be crazy, man. I think he's going to reveal a lot of interesting stuff that no one's going to expect. 5 years of dirt is going to be like a nuke on this league.
Well, I mean, it certainly sounds like something worth tuning into.
And maybe who knows? Maybe that'll be the premier podcast, and I'll be bumped down to covering teams under 5 wins. Under 5 win teams and throughout 16 games, 17 games. I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
put you in a bad spot there, Steady. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Did we talk about Luis and how he's gonna win the Super Bowl or what? His miracle Super Bowl
Let's go down the list. We don't have too much time left, but let's go down the list, for sure. We're at the homepage. I'm just looking at this YPL. Okay, here we go. So we got you and what's his name? Fuck.
Towels?
No, Towels. I'm gonna talk about the opposite conference. Terry, both 13-1, 2 seed 11-3, blah 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 blah. Seems like the 4 guys in the top have the highest chance, typically how it goes. But I'm so bad today. God, I gotta stop smoking fucking crack before I get in the fucking podcast. You know what I'm saying? EK, you're looking at the same thing that I'm looking at here, right? Game of the
Yeah.
week and the picture and everything. EK specifically, if you had to pick someone in the seeds 3 to 7 on both sides, who would you pick to be the upset guy to potentially make it far and win a Super Bowl or at least make it to a conference championship?
I'm gonna cheat on the NFC side and say AG because he's done it before. Got to go with the seasoned veteran, the dude who's been there and done it before. On the other side, I would have to give respect to Kyle. I would say
Fair.
Dawsey. Dawsey chokes a lot, so can't really give him that much credit.
Yeah, I think I would agree. I think Kyle definitely is the most dangerous team there. You got Miami, very inconsistent, gets sacked a lot. Tennessee can't pass the ball. Baltimore is a question mark. Jawsey is hot and cold. When he's hot, he's the best. When he's cold, he's not. And Kyle is just the best. Kyle could be winning my division, but he's been slipping. On the NFC, I got to go Luis. What about you, Seti?
I'm going to take a bit of a shot here. So the Patriots, assuming he's not on like vacation in Narnia still, I'm going to go ahead and do some glazing and say that he could potentially have a shot. He made the decision to bench his like super sigma awesome receiver for no reason. I don't know if he's still not playing.
It's for
I think that's
appeasement,
really
bro.
stupid.
He's trying to appease Tamish.
Okay, well, I think that guy for the playoffs or even these must-win games should probably come out because that is a team that's ready to make a run. They're raring to go. So I'm gonna go Patriots. Obviously, the Raiders probably would be the pick otherwise, but we're gonna do Patriots. And then the NFC, I'm gonna stick with you and say Luis because like that's also a really sweet team and to have a guy like Jameson Williams who can take the top off. It's a big advantage to have.
He's a fucking football player.
I mean, that guy is unbelievable. You just throw a streak on the field and beat any defense is a powerful ability to have. So I think he has a good shot.
I'm sorry, I was interrupted by my cat.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got that down. Is there a playoff fraud? You guys got a fraud in here? EK, you got a fraud lurking around in one of these conferences?
I'm gonna say no in the NFC because my answer would in this case would be me. And then in the AFC, I'm gonna go with Brad because Brad just has not had any success this year. He has not done anything in the playoffs. I don't see it really continuing or really going. I see it continuing.
That's fair. I'm going to show up a big level of respect for the AFC and just say that I think that the worst team that could possibly be in a playoff game is the 5 seed, Matt. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm very surprised he has 9 wins. He said NFC, I think that it's Marcus. No comment on that. Just Marcus. Go ahead. Steady.
I'm gonna say in the AFC, I'm just gonna go ahead and say the 4 through 6 seed are probably not winning a Super Bowl at all. Just no chance. I think it's really between 1, 2, 3, and 7. And then
which is strange. 7 seed has a chance, right? In your eyes.
I mean, absolutely, he's got a chance. I think he's one of the better players in the league. So I think he definitely has a shot, assuming he makes it. And then obviously Miz, if he makes it, I think could have a shot. And then the NFC, I'm gonna go ahead and say that I'm sorry. I mean, he was like ripping on himself. So like, but like that guy.
You're gonna call a 6 seed a fraud?
Yeah,
I'm just saying, make it deeper than average, you know.
GG.
Wow.
I'll go ahead and say the guy who has not played his games and could potentially be. I'm gonna go ahead and say that the Cardinals at the 3 seed might not be too poised to make a run. Same with the Falcons. I really think it's between AG, Luis, me, and Tiles over in the NFC. So 4 from each, who I think really have a shot at this current point in time.
Whoa, hold on. I'm getting a transmission from our sponsor. The YPL podcast has a sponsor. It's your Washington user, Eric. Look at the nice, handsome profile picture. Follow him, Eric from Moz. Let's look at the video. Let's refresh it.
It's just an informational video that's pointed out. It's not a funny video. Those are coming soon.
I can't hear anything. Is there any audio?
There is audio.
Let me reset it really quickly because this
Is
is
it
an
like,
important message that has to come out. I'm gonna stop screen sharing and screen share again.
Nah, the important message is you send anybody to me, bro, and they get something, you get a whole
Buy a car?
get a whole $50.
$50. So you spend $4,000 on a car, you get $50.
Whoa! You don't talk during the fucking sponsored message. You're not just supposed to. We're supposed to sell the idea of giving him business, not being like, oh well, that's a bad deal. Go follow Eric from Mazda, Instagram, TikTok. Get to him. Get that $50. Send some people its way. Let's fucking sell some cars. Let's go, baby. Our sponsor.
Sir, nice.
I still couldn't hear the audio, but
Dude,
I'm
what's
sure
wrong
it's
with
amazing.
Dude, you're like.
What do you mean?
Evil
That's
for
not.
that.
It's not a knock on his corporation. It's a knock on not having audio on the sponsorship. I mean, whatever you paid for that, I think you need a refund, EK. I think for sure that could have been a little better.
Give me my $50 back, Charlotte.
Yeah.
Fuck. Now I gotta because you open your motherfucking mouth. It's like The Sopranos. If you ever do that shit again.
I'm a man of the people. I look out for the common folk, and right there, I think
He's poking fun, EK. You guys know I'm going to link it in the bio along with the Bradster podcast, along with Michael's Kitchen. I'm going to link my own podcast for no reason. We're pulling views, baby. We're at 50 views multiple times. The podcast is rolling. We got people into it. They love it. They love what we want to see. Now, Steady, I got one question for you. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You've often, Bradster's often criticized you for not getting as many views on your YouTube video as he has on his TikTok, which I think is a little ridiculous. Because like a TikTok, like they show them to somebody and they swipe past it in like a second, but it counts as a view. So, I mean,
True.
Yeah, kind of funny that's the thing he says. I think 50 views is impressive. Continue.
We're in partnership with the Bradster podcast to a certain degree. In other iterations of the podcast, he was like, oh, the podcast that I was in pulled views. Dude, I want to pull views and I want people to be engaged. And if you're the voice of the people, then go be the voice of the people. This is why one day he's going to have his own cult on a mountain and he's going to have a bunch of people, he's going to fuck all their wives and stuff and they're going to live in pens. And then at the end, they're all going to kill themselves. It's going to be beautiful. They're going to make the final journey, to the heavens or something. Heaven's Gate, I think they called it, right? Heaven's Gate, something like that. No, all content for the league is good content. You can't have a big head about this. This is not my operation, and I'm getting paid by Mitch to do this, and he's paying me everything. No, I'm just kidding. That's his words right there. He's giving me the script. I don't know what he talks about at the time, but he's a good chap. He's a good chap. I think we're gonna have one final message. Steady, we've done this with you before. 13-1, 1 seed, established, beat the shit out of your rival. Well, not really. You beat him pretty handily. You're hyped. You're ready. You're toned for the playoffs. Any final message for the end of the regular season and getting into the playoffs? Let's do it.
Well, I just hope we keep. I hope we play our games and make this a playoffs to remember, fellas. No force wins to end the year. Let's play it out.
Nice, that's good. And EK, for you, you're definitely in the playoffs now. You're looking to solidify a spot. It would be your second appearance. People call you ass. They want to talk shit about you. This is 2 playoff appearances in a pretty hard conference. So tell us how you're feeling and what are the keys to success going forward?
I'm feeling the exact same. My keys to success are playing the game the same way that I always play it and not really caring. And I'm going to go from there. If I make playoffs, great. I mean, it wasn't meant to be.
Well, that was a great answer. Gentlemen, it's been a good time on the podcast. I was your host, the Broncos user. Steady, thank you for joining late, but, not bad. And EK, fantastic contribution. You're a Hall of Famer and a legend. Thank you, everybody. This has been the YPL podcast. And just one more question, guys. It's been a topic of controversy around the league. There's been whispers. There's been people who won't shut the fuck up saying, oh, this is the last season. It's over with posting gifs of picket fences and people saying the league is done. We haven't done 5 seasons in quite a while. Last season ended pretty abruptly with the glitch, and the game wasn't very good. I definitely want a 6th season. This is something that we should open our mouths about and petition about. Stay on top with recruiting. EK, do you want to play one more season? Do you want to make it 6?
I would, yeah, that'd be cool.
Is it
Wow.
preferable to not playing Madden? Not playing in YPL until next September?
Nah, as I've explained in chat before, I play Madden to occupy my time. I need something to do always, and this is a good 45 hour. You know, so I mean, I'd rather keep the time occupation than not doing anything.
Well, that's what I wanted to hear as well. But Steady, what do you think? This is a different question for you because you're not a sim player really, and this is kind of your first real serious seasons in the league. And honestly, I didn't think the transition was going to work out this well, but it has. So just go on. What do you want? Do you want a 6th season?
To be honest, I mean, if there is a 6th season, I'll play in it, but I'm not going to be the guy that goes ahead and champions like, yeah, one more year, you know what I'm saying? That's not going to be me. If it ends, like I'm chill, you know, because at the end of the day, I'm playing a ton of Madden right now, and I really don't want to be playing a ton of Madden right now. So, the less football at this point, the better. But you kind of just got to power through if they decide to keep going. So I'd be interested to see where the rest of the league stands on that. We know how you guys feel. Maybe something to talk about in the Gen Chat, maybe conversation starter.
Yeah, I think for the next podcast, we'll definitely run a poll. And well, the next episode will come out sooner than the last one. So I'm hoping in like 10 days would be good. I have a set of guests set up. It was a struggle getting someone to be on here with EK because I don't know, people don't like you or something. No, I'm kidding. It's the Jags dude and Marcus were being a little procrastinating, but I'll whip them into shape. Just the last question I wanted to ask you guys on that, and there'll definitely be some polls for the next one, and we'll get the general admission in there. But I'm not doing the outro because I already did it. I'm going to put this into the video later. So this is bonus content. What a podcast gets bonus content. That's right. Hey, shout out. Let's do a shout out. Why not? Shout out fucking the Rams guy. Shout out the Rams guy.
Yeah, shout out that dude for real.
You got a shout out, Steady?
Dude, shout out to Mish, man. Shout out
All
to
right,
the big,
yeah.
shout out to the big Mish, bro.
And Eric, you?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta stick with Mish. I love Mish. I met Mish playing fucking Madden 19, bro. Randomly hit me up asking me if I wanted to be in the league, and then 6 years later, I'm still in the league. Mish still cool. Gotta love Mish.
You know, like Madden 21, he kicked me out. That was
Did he?
sweet. I didn't even play a game. He kicked me out.
Mish likes
Shout to
kicking
that guy.
sometimes. It's kind of funny, you know. That's the benefit of having someone like Mish run your league.
No, he's definitely like the best commissioner in the world, in world history, and you know his new podcast is gonna be sick, bro. He's even starting one, and then we have the retired YPL player podcast, and I heard they want to get like, how do you say? They want to get like veterans benefits because they're retired. Like I don't know what's up with that. We'll have to cover for the next one. Bunch of quitting bums for all I care about. Fuck them. It's been the YPL podcast. Bonus content. Bye bye bye.
Good glaze. Good glaze.
Yeah, you guys too.